Sense me is this. You know I lost everything because of you, right?
All right, have and have not fans, this has been the most requested video for me to do since last night's episode. Well, not necessarily the episode, but the preview for next week's episode. Yeah, it's going to be the mid-season finale, and the question is, who is going to be set on fire? So it is difficult to pinpoint. I know the obvious answer is, well, Jeremy, Justin told Jeffrey that he's going to kill himself and do so in a way that Jeffrey's going to see it. We see that Justin shows up to the restaurant that Madison and Jeffrey are at for their date. He's basically there, pulls out a gun, sits down, and basically like, this is what makes me sick. This is what I can't stand. You took everything from me. Just the same old, same old. And it gets to the point that a fire is set, and the next thing you know, we see somebody engulfed in flames crash against the wall. But it all happens so fast. So I'm not going to try to make excuses, but you all know I do the best I can. I have downloaded that particular preview. I'll probably have it playing throughout the part of the video on repeat, so you can see for yourself. It's difficult to see who is engulfed in flames because the person who hits the wall is not wearing a jacket, but Justin was wearing a jacket when he arrived at the restaurant, when he took a seat. And the key scene is because somebody in the live stream last night mentioned, hey, Jeremy, the person probably got hit with some alcohol, like an alcoholic beverage, and that possibly set the fire to just go crazy, because there's a brief scene in the preview where the fire, it looks like it starts on the ground, like the person throws down a match or something, and on the ground the flames erupt because Madison and Jeffrey jump up from the table. And if you look carefully, like I said, I'm going to try my best to have the clip on repeat, and you can freeze frame wherever. If you look, the moment that the fire kind of gets out of control and we see Jeffrey and Madison jump up from the table, it looks like Justin is still wearing the jacket. But if you look carefully, it is hard to catch. While the flames are getting bigger, it looks like they're going over Justin's arm. It looks like he's pouring some kind of liquid over his arm. So what I'm guessing is that Justin has some sort of gasoline or beverage or whatever that's flammable, and he pours it on himself. So he probably comes there with the gun just to intimidate, but I do think that he himself is going to set himself on fire. Or the alternative is, well, Jeremy, what if he had the gun, Madison or somebody set the fire, and Justin's trying to pour water or something on himself because he catches fire, but then he can't control the flame, so he tosses the jacket, so when he crashes against the wall, that is a jacketless Justin who's engulfed in flames. That's a possibility too. I mean, based on the complexion that I can barely make out of the guy who crashes against the wall, it is somebody who's not dark, so Jeffrey is not the person being killed. It's hard to tell because the person is like flailing, and it looks like they're wearing kind of like a blue or dark colored shirt. But something I wanted to point out that nobody seemed to notice, and I don't blame you because it's a blink and you miss moment. I know I'm kind of throwing this out here, but when Justin arrives at the restaurant, there's a guy at the table who's kind of right behind him where Justin is standing, and he's a white dude. He looks like he's wearing a similar colored shirt to the person who's set on fire that crashes against the wall. So this could just be a random bystander who gets caught up in Justin's antics and dies as a result. We don't know. But if I were to label it as who I think would be the person to die, I don't think it's Justin. I'm sorry. I don't think it's Jeffrey. It could be Madison, but I don't see why Madison would be added to the opening credits. The opening credits if he gets killed off like 8 episodes later. So I don't think it's Madison. It could be Tanner. You never know. Or he's the one who set Justin on fire. Who knows? Or it could just be Justin himself. So if I were to rank it from these 4, I would say Jeffrey's obviously number 4 in terms of not likely. 3 is Tanner, because there is a brief moment between him and Veronica in the preview, but I don't know. I think that had more to do with the whole setup with Colby as opposed to Justin. But then again, Fire is kind of the Ice Queen's go-to for killing people. So like she said, Tanner's ex-military. So for all we know, it could be a plan where Veronica knows what Jeffrey's up to because she's Veronica. Oh, him and that little girl going to a restaurant. Yeah, my brother will probably follow. Well, you know what to do. And with him being military, this could be like a stealth mission. So that's why I put Tanner at number 3. Madison is number 2 because, like I said, why add him to the opening credits if he's just going to be killed off? And then number 1 is obviously Justin because he did say he was going to off himself. But we'll just have to wait and see. I hope this video helped out. Like I said, I did the best I could with like the screenshots and watching the video playback in slow-mo, but you just never know. And then I just doing like an honorable mention, it could just be an innocent bystander. But of course, when it comes to scenes like this, there's always a stunt double. So the person that we see on, engulfed in flames probably has a similar build / outfit, but isn't the exact person that we're seeing like a Justin or a Jeffrey or a Madison. So that's why it's hard to identify the face. They did a hell of a good job cutting the trailer. I am a bit confused though why they would have an epic scene like this during the end credit trailer, but not during the trailer that shows during the commercials, the one that they're going to put on loop throughout the week. You would think that would be the $1 million ticket selling moment that would get people to watch the mid-season finale. So there it is. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Most people actually said, yo, what if they actually have an Erica moment where they show, like, let's say the mid-season cliffhanger is this fire moment, and then we pick up where we left off when we come back in the back half of season 8, and then they show us the decrepit, burnt corpse like they did with Erica. That would be freaky. So let me know who you think is the one who set on fire. I didn't mention this at the beginning of the video because I just wanted to jump right into it, but please give this video a thumbs up to show you like it. Hit subscribe to help me reach 200,000 subscribers. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. And most importantly, click the bell notification icon and select all. That way you are made aware whenever I post new content to the channel. So with that being said, thanks so much for tuning in. I do have a few more videos, about 3 or 4 more have and have not videos I'll do between now and the mid-season finale, but they're not as big as the fire one. Everybody wanted me to talk about that first. So with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will touch base with you after House of Pain and Assisted Living come on tonight, just because I think that they might announce that next week is the season finale for both of those shows. And with that being said, catch up on my Ruthless content. I posted, 5 or 6 Ruthless videos. On Sunday or Monday? So catch up on those videos before we get the new Ruthless episode tomorrow morning. And with that being said, I'll talk to you later.